Ew, dummy.
Okay.
Yes. Did it.
The boys and I, along with my mother-in-law, were able to come in and bring, I think, like 2 loads. We had a truckload, and then we filled up my car with some boxes. And then we've kind of spent, and this was something that I did not think that I was going to do, was unpack all of the boxes. My problem with trying to do one box at a time is that I always forget how much stuff I have and what I have going on. So I had Ian help me unload some of the boxes. Blaine was putting away some of the books, which was really nice. And then we try to keep them in the category of the boxes and spread them out on the table. And so you can kind of see there is a little bit of a mess going on, but it is an organized mess. And then I started trying to figure out, where am I going to put things? Have a couple of dilemmas. One, the cabinets, sorry, I'm taking you guys on a little loop here. All of these cabinets, they're very shallow. And so the containers that I have that look like this, those are like the shoebox containers, I can't fit them this way. So unfortunately, I have to put them this way because I don't have a lot more cabinet space. Like, this is pretty much it. So I put some of my craft stuff that I did have, that because we don't have all the boxes yet. And then we were able to get some containers here for some of the office supplies, because my previous school, I had a drawer system that had all of my supplies in it. So that was pretty nice. I didn't have to worry about it, but that meant that I needed to get some containers for that. I have some of these organized at the moment, which are like activities, games, resources like that. And we're gonna cross our fingers and just hope that this all works out. So the boys have been really good helpers. We are not done for the night. So I think what we're gonna plan to do is lock up for right now. We're gonna head to go grab something to eat. And then hopefully we can bring another load and try to get more things unpacked. The kids are looking at me like, you are psychotic. Cannot believe you're making us do this. So that is kind of the game plan for right now. I am a hot, sweaty mess, and I'm about to get super hangry because I don't think I've eaten much today. Yeah, it's a big uh-oh. So we're gonna go and head that way, and then I will check back in with you guys later. So it is the next day and we are at the school. I've already done a little bit of work this morning. I actually got here earlier than my family to just unload some of the boxes that we brought over last night. Today, we are going to attempt to try to bring everything else over. I have until 3 o'clock before I have to get into a meeting online with Michelle from Pocketful of Primary. And so we're just gonna hustle it. We're gonna do some work. I've been rearranging my classroom a little bit to get a feel for the furniture, how much space I end up having, because I just don't know if I'm gonna bring everything in for my old classroom. This one is just a little bit smaller. And then I also wanted to just get as much things organized as possible. That's kind of the whole goal. Get the things out of the boxes, get it organized, and figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So let's go back in and get back to being sweaty and nasty, because that's what I feel like this whole time is going to end up being. So the boys are currently here helping to bring in a lot of the boxes and just kind of furniture items that I still have in the garage at my in-laws. Slowly but surely, we are getting a lot of progress. There is, where is he? There he is. So slowly but surely, we are getting a lot of progress. I am feeling pretty good about some of my cabinets in the storage. I am currently just keeping a spot back here, down at the very bottom, to house all of the materials that I'm not really sure what I want to do with yet. Some of this I might be getting rid of, some of it I might end up putting in storage. I'm not really 100% sure, but that's kind of where those items are going. Everything else, while it might seem a little chaotic, is getting a little bit more organized. So feeling pretty good about it all. So I am currently working on putting away some of my library books into the really pretty shelf that's kind of already built in. And I have a little bit of a dilemma. I don't know if this is going to, one, fit all the books that I have, because I do have a lot of books, which is essential for an ELA teacher. And then two, my picture books are not fitting as nicely as I would like. So here you can see I've already started adding in some of my books. When I organize my library, it's done by genres. These are my picture books. You can see some of them are too tall. I could move the shelf down one more to see if that would end up helping, and it probably would. That's just a whole ton of work that I'm not ready for. Right now, I just like to be able to get my books out of the boxes. So for now, I'm just gonna keep putting all the books. That's probably not the best choice. Many other people would be like, nope, I would try to figure out the shelves first. Right now, I just want boxes out of my room, and then I can organize and structure and make sure everything else really fits. I'm feeling good about the other areas. My books is like a whole other beast. So far so good with the library. It's looking pretty nice. I still have a lot more books to go, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. I may be able to fit all my picture books. I'm not really sure. But I might. So that is started to look so much better. I've also started to clear out this section over here. So originally I had a lot of materials on this side. The things that are here currently, I need to find big container storage for there and also up there. And the reason why is because nothing really fits in my cabinets. So here's one of the cabinets currently. This is like activities, games, some craft material that's really big. These I like this is the game of spoons. I have yo-yos, all sorts of things in there, some containers, and some like fun hats that I end up saving there. So I have those in here. And in this closet, I started putting my book club books. So I have kind of these are super flimsy, but they work. I just didn't want to buy anything right now until I feel really good about it. So these are my book club books. They're about 2 deep, so you can see that there's some back there. So I have book club books here, along with my social studies books, which I'm pretty sure that I have to use, so I'm going to keep that there. I also had some social studies, kind of these like small readers. I don't know how I'm going to use those, but for right now I placed them in here. I will end up getting some file folders to be able to organize these just a little bit better, but that's going to be housed in that little spot. And then in these drawers, so I wasn't able to fit the containers long-wise to be able to get more in, but this works. I mean, so this is a lot of my craft stuff here. I need to get a different bin for this. This has like field trip stuff. So I have those in there, which that could probably go into like that storage that's up there because I don't use those very often. So I'm kind of trying to use that top spot for like back stock. This is still pretty empty. I have some materials in here that I use a lot. Cups, paint, plates for when we do book tastings. And then this is where my office supplies start. So I have some of my office supplies here, and then I have the rest of them on this side. And then for my teacher area, I've decided to do this spot since this is where I'm going to be at most of the time. And I have it organized by bin. So I'm trying to right now, I know I have some here, but currently I'm trying to figure out if this is going to work. I really like those, but those are flippin' expensive. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do them. But Right now I have like social studies, like reading. This is like grammar, writing. This is just like morning meeting type of texts that I can use. And then of course I have like the Lucy Calkins books that were already in the classroom. So that's kind of this space here. As far as this space, I know it looks chaotic. Oh my gosh, it looks worse on a screen, guys. But I did start putting out my trays that I use for organizing some of my binders that I'll use. I have my book that I wrote, Jumpstart Learning in Your Kids. That's gonna be there. So slowly but surely, I'm getting things organized. Very, very slowly. Another day inside of my classroom, and today it's going to be all about trying to get as much organized as possible and off of my countertops. I don't have a ton of time to be in my room today because yesterday the boys and I ended up taking just a day trip to get away, to relax, kind of. And we took the boys to the beach. It's about 3 hours away from us. And so they had a lovely time. I have a little bit of a raccoon face from that, but because we were out all day yesterday and tomorrow Michelle from Pockefellow Primary is going to be flying in, I have to clean my house. So I need to make sure that I have good linens for her. Everything's fresh and clean. And I know she tells me never to worry about it, but I always do. So between that, yesterday's trip, I only have a few hours today so that I can go home and clean. Now I did go ahead and went to Target and I purchased some bins that I think will be really good to utilize that blank space above my cabinets. So the goal is to try to see if those are going to work, if they're going to fit. I can purchase a few more of some of the clear ones that I have. But let's go ahead, head on into the classroom and see how much we can get done today. Okay, so these are the bins that I currently have. I ended up getting these little Sterilite bins. Here's kind of the sizing for the measurements. I know it says 14 inches. The space that I want to use it for is up here, and it's 13 inches. So I'm hoping that it's due to the lid portion of it. So we're going to see if these end up working. I'm going to place them up there and see if that works. These two are much bigger. And I went with the color for this one. And what these are going to do is house materials up there. So clear on this side and then the colored one on this side. I will be very honest, I didn't make a ton of progress today. My teacher partner came in, I was able to meet her, chat with her for a little bit. She showed me a couple of things in the school, and it was just really good to get to know her. So the only things that I've done is I have cleared up some of the space that is over here. So this is much more clean. I even got rid of the boxes that were all down there, so you can kind of see where the stools are all set up. I did get one of the bins up here filled up. The other one does not have anything in it. I think I still need to grab a couple of things from the garage at my in-laws' house. But I wanted to show you guys. So I wanted to show you my room. So here are the books. We did bring in the desk up here for my laptop, and then I have my easel. And then I also have the desk semi set up. So this is currently what I have it looking like. And then I also placed this IKEA cube shelf here. This is gonna house some books just because there is not enough space in those shelves over there for all of my books. So I'm going to create some bins. With the bins are going to kind of change throughout the year, maybe having some that are more thematic, even putting some like teachers' favorites, you know, scary stories, sports people. Like I might add some pieces here. So that's going to be what that goes. I love the bins up here. This looks great. They worked out perfect. Unfortunately, one of my bins doesn't have the little latch in the front. So I need to go and return that. So I have that here to go and return. But other than that, I mean, that still looks scary, but it's definitely getting better. So that is where I'm at right now, is just getting things moved in, getting things organized is first priority. As much as I want to start decorating and putting up everything else, I need stuff cleared off. So I'm not gonna come back right now this week. This is kind of it for me, and I'm not gonna come back until next week. So next week, hopefully, I will be able to finally get my things like completely organized and start getting some of my bulletin boards going, which I'm very excited about. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and also make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get notified the next time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this new classroom setup journey. I'll see you all next time. Bye.